Welcome to Yoga with Safilu. This is a morning quickie. Let's get those endorphins flowing so that we can feel relaxed, happy, energized, and ready to start the day. We'll begin in a comfortable seat. So when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes as we check in with the body and breath. And just taking some time to arrive and stay in the present moment. When you're ready, bringing some movement into your practice, gently opening your eyes and bringing your hands together in prayer. And then coming to stand as we begin to flow. Coming into mountain pose with your feet hip distance apart or wider. Take hold of opposite elbows above your head. Keep reaching down through your shoulder blades. And just connecting to the strength in your legs here. Then reach the elbows back as you lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Coming into a gentle back bend. Keep pressing down into your feet. Coming back up to mountain. And then into a side stretch, reaching the elbows over to the left side of your mat. So keep pressing down into your right foot and find length on the right side of your body. Coming back to center, taking it on the other side, pressing down into the left foot. Finding length on the left side of the body. Elbows move to the right. And back to center. Releasing the arms. You're taking a forward fold here, so hands on the hips. Keep pressing into your feet and lifting the hips up as you send the chest first parallel and then lower the head towards the mat. Just finding any movement that feels good for you here in this first forward fold. Just releasing tension from the spine. Coming into a half lift, flat back. And then step the right foot back. Right knee down onto the mat, left knee reaching forward above the ankle. Take a deep inhale to reach both arms straight up to the ceiling, reaching up through your fingertips. And then we'll begin to make circles with the arms. So reaching up, back and around, forward and up again. Just making gentle circles with the arms. Then slowly bring the right hand down onto the mat, coming into a gentle twist with the left hand towards the ceiling. Keep reaching the left knee forward. And then we'll take a gentle quad stretch, bringing the right heel in towards the hip. Keep sending the hips towards the mat and the left knee forward. Maybe you look up or down, whichever feels better for your neck. Coming out, stepping back onto hands and knees, and then we'll take a few knee lifts. So right foot reaches towards the ceiling with the knee bent. Keeping the knee in line with the hip, using the strength of the back body, lift the knee just above the hip and then bring it back to hip distance 3 times. Lifting and lowering using the strength of your back body, so the glutes and the thigh. And then come back to hands and knees. Exhaling, lowering to half chaturanga. Inhale, coming back up to half plank. Exhaling, half chaturanga, elbows back and in. Inhaling, plank. Exhaling, chaturanga. And then lower all the way down to lie on your belly. Coming into Sphinx pose, walking the elbows forward. So keeping them a bit forward or just below the shoulders, whichever feels good for you. Pressing into your pubic bones and toes. Rolling the shoulders back, keeping the neck long. And breath steady. Then make your way back up, hands and knees. And then send the hips back for puppy pose. So walking the arms forward, knees below the hips. You can have the forehead against the mat and just find length in the back body from the hips to the fingertips. Coming back, hands and knees. And we'll take that flow on the other side. So right foot forward, left knee down and back. Inhaling, coming up into your low lunge. And then begin to make arm circles. Flowing with your breath. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling, coming up. Keep pressing down into your foundation. Then coming down with the left hand, keeping the right hand up, coming into your twist. Keep the right knee forward. Taking the quad stretch if you choose, with the left heel in towards the hip. Hip still moving in towards the mat and right knee still moving forward. Releasing. Coming onto hands and knees. And then we'll take the leg lifts, left foot to the ceiling, pulsing 3 times, using the strength of the back body. And then coming into the half chaturanga and plank, 3 times again with your own breath. And on the third exhale, making your way down onto your belly, coming into Sphinx pose. Elbows back for a deeper back bend or forward for a gentler back bend. Creating length and space in the spine and rooting down into your lower body for foundation. When you're ready, coming back to hands and knees and into your puppy pose. Arms all the way forward, hips reaching back. You can bring the pubic bone a bit forward and find length in the spine. Releasing puppy pose and coming into down dog. So tucking the toes, lifting the hips back and up. Rooting into your arms. Pubic bone reaching forward as you reach down into the heels. Press into the left foot and reach your right leg up to the ceiling. And then bring your right leg forward in between your hands, reaching back through the left heel. Coming up to stand in your high lunge. Keep reaching that right knee forward above the ankle. Hands on the hips, stability in your right foot. Step and kick the left leg forward. So left leg is parallel with the floor. And then reach the left heel back using the strength of your back body. Bring the legs to meet, sitting back into your chair pose, tailbone down, chest open. Sit as deep as you can. And then we'll come into a twist. So hands together in prayer, left elbow outside the right knee, twisting the center of your chest towards your thumbs. And step the left foot back, maintaining this twist. And a steady breath. And then coming back into high lunge. And then we'll switch legs. So left foot forward, right heel back. Bringing the hands on the hips, kicking your right heel forward. Right leg parallel with the mat. Right heel back using the strength of the back body. And then coming into your chair pose, exhaling as you sit. Tailbone down, sitting as deep as you can with your chest open. Pressing down into your feet. Exhaling to bring your hands together in prayer. Right elbow outside the left knee. Make sure that the knees are side by side and one is not ahead of the other in your twist. And then step the right leg back, maintaining the twist. Just looking where it feels good for your neck. And then coming up into your high lunge. Keeping the left knee forward. And then step your right foot forward to meet the left, coming into your mountain pose. Just finding a bit of rest here. Scanning your body and staying connected to your breath. Pressing down through your feet and lifting up through the top of your head. Coming into warrior three, reaching the arms out to the sides, pressing down into your right leg and reaching the left leg parallel with the mat. Keep your gaze down and find strength in your core, and then slowly lowering down, coming into reverse triangle. Left foot parallel with the back of your mat, right hand reaching up and over to the left. Rooting down into your legs and finding length in the right side body. Releasing and coming down into goddess pose. Your feet are at 45-degree angles. Lower the hips towards the knees, reaching the arms straight up to the ceiling. Keep moving the shoulder blades down your back and tailbone down towards the mat. Inhaling to release and then coming to mountain pose at the back of your mat. Flowing into warrior three with the left leg down and the right leg back, arms out to the side, top of the head and the right heel moving in opposite directions. Strong core and steady breath. And then lowering down, coming into reverse triangle. Right foot parallel with the top of your mat, left toes pointing forward, left arm reaching up and back, finding release in the body. Keep pressing down into your feet. And then coming in to goddess pose, lowering your hips maybe a little bit lower than you did before, reaching the fingertips in the opposite direction. Strength and length in the body. Inhaling to come up, and then exhaling, take a wide-legged forward fold. Just allowing the head to be heavy. Maybe you walk your arms through your legs and back, creating a bit more length and space in the back body. Then inhaling to half lift, and then walking yourself to the top of your mat, finding your half lift there. Bringing your hands together in prayer, and reverse swan dive coming up into mountain pose. Separate your feet a bit wider than hip distance, toes reaching out to the sides, and slowly lower your hips down into your squat. You can sit on a block here if it's a bit more comfortable for you. If not, keeping the soles of your feet firmly planted against the mat and reaching the tailbone down, you can bring the elbows on the insides of the knees and use them to keep the knees open and wide. Lift your chest up to your thumbs and create some space between the ears and the shoulders. And then reconnect with your breath. Deep and slow and steady. In and out through the nose. When you're ready, coming into a comfortable seat. If you took a cross-legged position in the beginning, you can bring the back leg forward. Just sitting up nice and tall, observing the energy that you cultivated in your practice this morning. Noticing the way your mind, body, and energy feel in this moment. Bringing your hands together in prayer, giving thanks for these moments spent on your mat. I thank you for sharing your practice with me and for allowing me to share mine with you. From my heart to yours, I wish you peace and presence.